I wonder, Mr. Hannan, if we can just ask you this morning that this concern we've been discussing with representatives of the Muslim community and Polish communities here this morning, that police are on heightened alert for hate crimes in the wake of the result, that there seems to be a tiny minority of people who have been emboldened to commit hate crimes against those that they perceive to be immigrants. Now, the two representatives we were talking to said it's really important we hear, that condemned in our, amongst our politicians. Do you think that that is as a result of the vote and the discussion of immigration or not?
I mean, it goes, I hope, without saying that we all condemn any kind of intolerance, bigotry or violence. I don't think that should need to be stated. In every society, sadly including ours, you have a minority, a tiny minority, as you correctly say, of racist idiots. We're not unique in the world. Those people existed before the vote, and they would have existed whether the vote had gone Remain or Leave. But I really think it is dangerous to posit a connection between the vote and these loons, because the implication there is that 52% of the country are somehow just a little bit not quite as far down that spectrum as these bigots, and I really don't see any evidence for that. I mean, we had a campaign that we had big representations, groups from all the ethnic minorities. We had a powerful Muslims for Britain organisation that was out there delivering the Leave message in mosques, in community centres. We had, Sikh and Hindu and indeed many European people who come from Polish or Portuguese backgrounds or whatever, but who thought the EU was a racket. This was not a vote for Little England. This was a vote for global Britain. Okay. Our argument is that the EU is too small. We can do better as a global merchant maritime country now that we've rejoined the world. All
right, Daniel Hannan, thanks very much indeed. Very clear message. Racist idiots, loons, bigots, not representative of the 52%.
Yeah, well, I think, unfortunately, there's quite a few of them. They're not the majority, obviously, but there's a lot of people, I think, did latch on to some of those very aggressive messages from the Leave campaign, and to try and wash their hands of any responsibility, I think, is slightly deluded. But anyway, coming up on Good Morning
useful to hear that condemned, that behaviour.
The least they can do.
Yeah. 17 million people have voted for Leave.
Yeah.
Based... I don't know how many people voted on the basis of that advert, but that was a huge part of the propaganda. You're now saying that's a mistake?
We have a £10 billion a year, a £34 million a day featherbed. That is going to be free money that we can spend on the NHS,